I just want to do a quick summary of episode 1 of season 2025. If you remember correctly, we left off the end of 2024 with the Empire State Building, One World Trade Center, the Capitol, and the Washington Monument all being struck by lightning within a minute of each other on New Year's Eve. That didn't get any real press coverage except for some sort of weird slanted thing from Newsweek saying like MAGA influencers think that that's a omen. I don't know if it's good or bad omen, but it's an omen. I don't know that you could put a political slant on thinking it's unusual for 4 buildings in 2 cities to be struck by lightning on New Year's Eve within a minute of each other, but apparently that's possible. So again, we leave off 2024. There's this rising class consciousness and this sort of understanding that the arguments that we're having left to right are a distraction from the fact that there's really a top and bottom fight over class structure and the fact that capitalism has hurt a lot of people for the benefit of very few. So that's where we leave off. Then we open 2025 with 2 terrorist attacks within 24 hours of each other. The first one, they say he had an ISIS flag with him. It's like are we living in like Roadrunner? Did he have like Acme brand TNT as well? That feels extremely convenient that they dust off an ISIS flag and be like, you haven't heard from them since like the early 2000s, but we're going to bring it back. We're going to bring back the fear of terrorism. Just throw that in there to make sure people understand that they still need this power structure that hurts everybody around them, because the only way to stay safe is if we keep things the same way. Like, this is so contrived. And then you have a Tesla blowing up in front of Trump Tower. And then I believe it's the chief of police in Las Vegas gets in a press conference after this and says, I want to personally thank Elon Musk.
I have to thank Elon Musk specifically. He gave us quite a bit of additional information in regards to how the vehicle was locked after it exploded.
Shut the fuck up. Did they arrange this so that he is like, we need people to think Elon Musk has a value, and we're running out of things that he can do. So what is he good at? And like, oh, he's the only person that understands why the Tesla Cybertruck looks like a piece of shit and doesn't work right. And so the police could use a terrorist explosion as a way for him to showcase his knowledge of the dumpster that he has created. This is so contrived. And look, let me be honest. The last thing in the world I want to do is speculate. But since everything else in the world seems to be happening, we're down to the last thing, and I'm going to just speculate that all of this seems like a big distraction to keep us from talking to each other about how the power structure that exists is harming us. Yeah, and then one more thing. At the end of episode 1, 2025, there was a mass shooting in New York City. But this one was not a terrorist attack because it didn't harm any CEOs. It was just normal people. In fact, they didn't even make a claymation version of the police commissioner to announce it. They just used like the chief of police or somebody who does police work and like, we'll figure it out. Yeah, people got shot. Anyway, don't pay attention to the fact that all these problems are probably tied to a singular system that is holding us all down. Do not pay attention.